I do have some questions here. I wanted to jump into a little bit. Um, so I did just let you know, for the people that follow you, I invested a small amount to Hex, bought a car off of it,
Hmm,
2 years later.
nice.
So I made a lot of money. I've called a couple of hundred X's. This made me more money than those. I was mining Ethereum in 2016. I remember getting like 1 ETH a day. So I've had very positive experiences in cryptocurrency, but Hex has been one of the biggest ones. But for some reason, growing my YouTube channel and all my social media platforms, it's like almost like taboo to talk about Hex. So why do you
Yep.
think? Is it the reputational damage? What is it?
Well, people are scumbags, and they talk very confident about things that they should have no confidence in. So they have very strongly held beliefs with no backing or reason why they should have those. So, for instance, Hex has had 100% perfect, flawless operation, while everything else in crypto has been getting wrecked left and right. Solana network goes down every other week. Their bridge, the wormhole bridge, got hacked for $300 million. This Axie Infinity chain bridge just got hacked for $600 million. Polygon's bridge got hacked for 2 billion, but they didn't they caught it before hackers could use it. So they found it and patched it before anyone else could exploit it. Everyone's getting hacked and destroyed left and right everywhere. Well, Hex's perfect flawless operation and was given away for free to Bitcoin holders, and the amount given to those Bitcoin holders exceeds $500 million currently. Had they held the coins, that's the value of the coins currently. Um, and you're just like, yeah, I raised 27 million for charity. Who else did that? I'm the one promoting free speech and freedom of movement. I'm the one doing the world's largest free airdrop, and the testnet's been working well for a very long time. Um, I'm the best person in this industry. There are some
Yeah.
other okay people, like Vitalik writes open source software. That's nice. He's got a thoughtful blog. Um, there's some things he's done with gas prices, which I think are disgusting, like harming some projects to hook other projects up with a discount. That's not okay. Like, nope, that ain't okay. Um, so if you go and you measure what you care about in a cryptocurrency, do you care about security? Okay, well, we're more secure than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's had two inflation bugs where anyone could mint as many free coins as they wanted. Hex has had zero. Ethereum's had zero. Hex's consensus code is locked and isolated so that you can't accidentally screw it up. Bitcoin's is not. It's spaghetti code. So the consensus code touches the wallet, touches the network, and then as soon as you try and fix one, you break the other by accident, which is how one of these mint as many free coins as you want bugs happened maybe 4 years ago now. So we're more secure, better price performance. I mean, if just when I called the Bitcoin top on the day, 11 and a half months ago, if you'd bought Hex instead, you would be up 7 times your money instead of down a third, which is 21 times better. Technically, the math's 19 times better because I showed the spreadsheet and published it uh, yesterday or the day before. So you would have 19 times more money if you had bought Hex when I called the top on the day. And that price call has been valid every single day except one for the last year. The 1 year anniversary will be April 14th. So 4 days from now. So I call the top on the day. I raise 27 million for charity. I design a cryptocurrency which goes up over 10,000x. If you staked, you made more than 10,000x. Uh, I have the world's biggest diamond. I have the quickest Ferrari. I've got $8 million of watches. I have a giant pee. I can dance. It's
You can
like
dance?
we're yes. So like every single metric that we could dominate, other than dieting, we're doing it. And it's like, at what point do these scumbags bow down and kneel? Kneel, scumbags.
It's
Kneel
because you talk
before
like
me.
this, man.
You are
It's
my
'cause you talk like
lessers. Yeah, and they deserve to suck D, all of them. Like it's disgusting to me. Like I just and so you know if you ask these guys like name the top 10 coins and what they do, and they don't know, and you're like, well, since you guys don't know anything about anything, why are you so confident? Like you don't know any. I'm coming from a place of knowledge. I called the top in the day. You're all scum compared to me. Get on my level. You know, like it blows my mind.
I can feel the hatred though, because there is like a lot of people for some reason.
But like that hatred goes for everybody. So how many people hate Vitalik more than
That's true.
hate me just because he's got a broader audience? And then in the legacy world, how many people hate Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Half or more of everybody thinks Bitcoin's horrible, right? They're trying to kill it left and right. So half of people hate Bitcoin, half of people hate Vitalik, half of people hate me, half of people hate whoever gets elected. And you're just like, that's not the metric by which you should judge your excellence. My metric is, how secure are we and how price performative are we? And do we have unique features? And do we have a walled garden? And are we on-ramping new users? And do we have synergy? And all the new things we're building amplifying the other things we built. So does Pulsechain amplify Hex? Yes. Cheaper on-ramp, lower fees, world's largest free airdrop, introduces a giant new audience into the ecosystem. A lot of people probably wouldn't have heard about Hex had they not heard about Pulse or Pulsechain. And then, we're almost fully vertically integrated. So we've got Hex for value storage. We've got Pulsechain for consensus network. We've got PulseX for trading. I'm hiring guys to build out a wallet. And then the only thing we're missing is fiat on-ramps. That's it. Like if you've got that stack, what else do you need? You're golden. Like you don't need anything else. So I'm happy with everything, where everything's going. It's just a matter of waiting.
You're definitely doing.
We're running out of stuff to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. There's something I do want to challenge you on though. Is
Sure.
You say the flawless execution thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that some of the projects that were getting hacked are like way more complex than what Hex is currently doing?
Oh, is that better to be more complex?
Not necessarily, but I would say that they're just
Windows
doing
is really
something
complex.
completely different.
Yeah, that's right. Windows is really complex. Can you get rich on it? No.
You can't, but we're comparing two cryptocurrency projects. So like Hex gets you to lock up money. It's very simple.
You understand what attack surface is? I'll define it for you. Security is a function of how much you've invested into security versus how much space there is to secure. So if you had a house the size of Earth, people would be breaking into your house because you can't watch every corner of your house all the time. But if you had the house the size of like one from a Monopoly board and you could stick it in your pocket, harder to break into there, easier to watch. And so when you have buggy spaghetti code that takes 9 months to train a developer to make his first commit, which is the Bitcoin code, you have a gigantic attack surface and roughly no money invested into securing it. Hex had 3 audits, 2 security audits, 1 economics audit. Bitcoin's had none of those. And so if you want secure software, less features is more secure. Less attack surface is more secure. And so Hex is more resistant to inflation bugs than almost any layer 1 network. Like Hex is more resistant to inflation bugs than Ethereum is. Because when you upgrade the Ethereum code, you're more likely to touch something that touches consensus because it isn't locked and isolated and modular. It touches everything else. It's still better than Bitcoin, but the design of Hex from a consensus perspective is more secure and always will be because it's locked and isolated and secure. It's like locking a safe inside of a safe. So